board has been around for 10 years, and although our monthly deliveries may seem small, when you add them up, we get huge numbers. So over the past 10 years, we've had 4,856 deliveries, and then our babies sum up to 4,982 babies. We've been around. We've been working very hard to make sure that our mothers and our babies are safe.
What about?
For mortality in relation to mothers or babies, so for mortalities, for mothers, over the 10 years, we've had 7 mortalities. We wished not to have had them, but some of them are not preventable. So we've had 7 over the last 10 years, and our babies, we've had 56 stillbirths. Some will come from the house with the babies dead inside. Those carry a majority of the 56, and then we have some of the babies coming out very weak. We will try our best, but at the end of the day, they come out dead. So in total, for over the 10 years, we've had 56 babies dying. Yes.
So in your own opinion?
Part of the mothers, some of them will report to the facility very late. Some will be experiencing some challenges during pregnancy, but I really cannot tell what the problems are, but they choose to stay in the house. By the time they get to the ward, they either got in dead or at the latter stages of the condition, and little can be done about that. For the babies, some will come from the house, you wouldn't hear the fetal heartbeats, so they will come with, some will come with very weak fetal heartbeats. Those ones are rushed to theater to be delivered, but sometimes the condition is so bad that even with all the resuscitation, they still die along the way. And then those who come in with no fetal heartbeats at all, they somehow come out either being macerated, that they have their skins peeled off, or even worse. So at the end of the day, we try to educate the mothers so that it wouldn't happen in the subsequent pregnancies. Yeah.
Okay. The truth of the matter is that in contemporary world, healthcare has become so challenging, especially in the era of AI. And so I keep on telling them in their communications, whatever, in those days where doctors or healthcare providers use big words, a lot of jargons that mothers, fathers did not understand. It is not the same these days. Because this day, as the relative or the patient is listening to you, either he or she is recording or something else. They will listen to those words, send it to AI, AI will interpret to them, and then also give them which action to take. And so I have also seen that it has become so challenging, and so people who naturally hitherto would have gone into midwifery are now running away because they don't want trouble. You see, maternal death has become a national issue. When any mother loses the life, or when a baby loses that life, in fact, it becomes a national issue. And that is the challenge we are facing now. People now want to run away. Even doctors who hitherto would have loved to enter into obs and gynae are now running into either orthopedic surgery or other issues because of the challenging world that we find ourselves now. But notwithstanding, we ask that many young people who want to enter into this profession will enter wholeheartedly with the grace of God, backing them, so that this maternal mortality or whatever challenge that is pushing them away, more or less, will be done away with. So that, exactly that. Because in the past 2 months, if I may not tell lies, I may say that I've received, I think, about 4 different reports coming from the maternity unit, all because of either what a relative heard a midwife saying or out of any small mistake. You know, people are now observant. like I said, apart from the AI, people are really, really opening their eyes. So when they come and instead of you to even pamper their wives, if you don't pamper them and then maybe you shout on them, they'll pick you on. And so this has become so challenging to our youth these days.
Okay.
The grace of God, by the grace of God, I must say that maternal mortality in the facility is not that high. Even though when you talk of the region, Eastern region as a whole, I'm told, I think we are either the top 4 or the top 5. But I see that as a facility, we are doing well. Probably also because we do a lot of referrals. Probably that is also one of the reasons. But I must say or put on record that maternal mortality recorded by this facility is actually on a decline.